to Daytime Ottawa here on Rogers TV. What a fabulous show we have ahead for you. We're going to be talking a little Oktoberfest. We're going to be talking art. Lions Club is here. Very serious topic, bladder cancer we'll be discussing. The Ottawa Sport Hall of Fame has their inductees dinner coming up very shortly. We'll catch up with Dave Best on that. But first, we start the show off in the kitchen with Daniela Crocco. You know her as the MmmChef and also a holistic chef, and of course has her own show here on Rogers TV called Simply Cooking. Welcome.
Hi,
great to have you
Derick.
back. How are you doing?
You. Wonderful, thank you.
So, last week, I mean, everyone knows you. You know that you've been stopped in stores and people are recognizing you. But what I want to talk about, what we didn't get to, is you actually filmed your latest series, right, at your home.
Yeah.
But leading up to that, were you not getting your kitchen renovated?
We renovated the kitchen for the show.
For the show. Okay.
So season 1 through 3, I was blessed enough to have these lovely clients with beautiful kitchens who offered up their spaces for us to film in their house.
Nice.
But I recently moved to my own home and thought, well, why would I film it somewhere else? Why not film it at my house? Because everyone thinks those are my houses. So this time it could actually be my house.
Right.
And my husband took the whole entire month off of July and half of August so that he could renovate it for the kitchen, for the show, sorry. And
so you guys did it yourselves?
Yeah.
I love that.
We designed it for TV.
Good for you.
And we were caulking 9 hours before the camera crew showed up. At 1 o'clock in the morning.
No stress whatsoever.
I work well under pressure. Chefs, we work well under pressure.
I'm pretty good with that too.
Yeah.
I think we have that in common, you and I.
Absolutely.
For those, we might have a new viewer. To tell everybody at home what your show is all about.
So my show is called Simply Cooking by MmmChef. I'm MmmChef. I'm a local personal chef, holistic chef here in Ottawa. I work with Whole Foods and focus on eating real food. So that's the holistic part of it. And I cook in people's homes. So I do meal prep on a weekly, bi-weekly basis. I have an assistant who does that as well. And then on the weekends and for celebrations, we come over and we cook for dinner parties.
I love it.
And stuff like that.
And you're busy like crazy, you were telling me.
Yeah, since the show, Ottawa.
It's a good problem to have,
It's a great problem to have, yes.
What are we doing today? What are we preparing in the kitchen today?
Last time I was here, we did kids' lunches, or packed lunches, and I thought that, as we're heading into fall and as groceries are getting way more expensive, we all love that gourmet pumpkin spice fall
people
latte.
Lose their minds over pumpkin spice.
Absolutely. And
I have questions about you people.
I am not a pumpkin spicer, so we're going to do a salted caramel as well. But I thought that with the rising cost of everything, and now one of those drinks is $7 or $8, why not, for the price of 3 or 4 drinks, we can make enough creamer to make like 30 at home.
Okay.
I at home have one of those beautiful espresso machines.
Me too.
But I thought that I would show how, if you don't have one, you could still get the same effect. So I have a coffee press here. It's already got coffee. And Derick was so nice to turn on the macchinetta, which is the Italian coffee percolator happening over there.
This is like, so we stayed in 3 Airbnbs in Italy. This is the only coffee maker in each one of them.
And there's different sizes.
Yeah, that's right. Ours is a little bigger than this one.
For one.
Yeah.
And then, exactly.
And what does that word mean again?
Macchinetta is like machine.
Yeah, it's the only machine you need in Italy.
It is the only machine you need in Italy, really.
Nice.
And it's Italian coffee in there because I'm like that.
Listen,
you can take
Italians
the girl out
take
of
their coffee so seriously.
We do.
Like I heard somebody when we were in Italy, like I think they ordered an Americano, and you should have seen the shock on the people's faces. Like
or when you say the word espresso.
Or espresso?
Yes.
Yeah, you could get kicked out.
Absolutely.
I mean, they'd just be like, leave!
Absolutely.
Get out! Okay,
so
what do you got here?
We've got some pumpkin puree. You could totally use sweet potato if you've got some baked sweet potato at home.
Okay.
And putting that in the bottom here, I'm using a little bit of cinnamon. You could use pumpkin pie spice.
Okay.
I don't like the pumpkin pie spice. It's that like clovey flavor I don't like.
Right.
So I'm just going to use cinnamon. But you use whatever you like. I have some maple syrup.
Nice.
No, I mean, this is vanilla syrup.
Sorry.
I was looking at the maple syrup and saying
it's
that.
Okay, it's live TV.
I'm going to use maple syrup. I'm just showing this here. If you were a diabetic or something and you wanted to enjoy this, you could use something like stevia or monk fruit instead of the maple syrup.
Yeah.
So I mix that here. And then I have my favorite milk, which is a coconut milk. So I'm going to make mine.
I love coconut milk.
With coconut milk, it's going to be really nice and thick.
I just had Risa Solomon St. Louis, who has her own cooking show as well here. And she made a beautiful curry, a vegetable curry yesterday with coconut milk, and she left it for me. Oh my goodness, it was amazing. And you left me a treat last time you were here too. It was fantastic.
I do. I have some granola bars too today.
You got granola?
Yeah, I do, because that's to go with the coffee, right?
Of course.
So we have our pumpkin spice creamer. I'll just set this to the side. Let's check this out.
Oh, we're coming along.
It came already. Let's turn that up.
Okay,
yeah.
Sorry.
We were talking,
you know. Yeah, I get it.
And then I also am going to do a salted caramel version for me because I'm not a big pumpkin spice person. So I have a cheat.
Okay,
because
I
like made it already. You'll see it's there beside Derick. It's sweetened with dates. And the reason I made it before was because you have to put it in a blender.
Oh,
so I put those dates in a blender with some dairy-free milk. This one happens to be oat milk.
Okay.
I added the dates, some maple syrup, and a big pinch of salt.
All right.
Shook that up, put it in the blender, and that's what we have over here.
Ready to roll.
And then the third one I'm going to make in front of you is the mocha coffee.
Okay.
So we have some dark cocoa powder.
How much time do we have? Steph, do you know?
We have some salt.
Just keep cooking.
We have some maple syrup. We have the milk, and then this is the trick to make your coffee gourmet without having a place. So these are like $9.99 or whatever.
These are great.
And they're really great. So this one's a mocha flavor.
Well, and you can foam milk too, right? If you want to do a little fancy latte, cappuccino style thing, you just use this little puppy here.
There we go. So we have our 3 creamers.
Look at this.
Let's grab some coffee cups.
Okay. I see. So these are blended, and then you add the coffee to it.
So then you keep those in your fridge,
right?
And you can make a hot chocolate or a coffee or even a flavored tea. Yeah. And then you're going to get multiple coffees out of those creamers.
For sure. Yeah, absolutely.
And you just had to spend 5 minutes putting it all together.
So what do you want? You want the salted caramel?
I want the salted caramel, please.
That's for you. I'm going to try that. This looks so delectable.
If you don't care about cross-contamination, I'll just stir yours with the same thing.
Yeah.
And Derick's is an espresso, and mine is a regular pressed coffee. You can use whatever you like.
Okay.
I'm going to cheers each other.
I feel so sophisticated here on the show to start things off. Cheers.
Salute.
Oh, that is really
Doesn't it give you the essence of a purchased latte
100%.
from a big box store? So that's a great thing you can do.
So
and you could also, even at this point, if you want to add this to your breakfast to make it more like high protein, you can add some collagen powder or your protein powder right into the creamer.
Right.
And that would definitely turn it into more like a meal kind of thing without raising your blood sugar because we've got some protein in there.
This is fantastic. Not that I didn't trust it was going to be great. Don't get me wrong, but this is amazing. I am very impressed.
We made a mess here.
That's okay. We're gonna move this over. Bring the next guest in. We got lots of time to clean up. Don't you worry.
Excellent.
And you're off to buy perhaps a new car because you just lost your car.
Yes. I used to drive a Fiat, and I'm going to be looking for a new Fiat
You're
because,
so
like
Italian,
I said, you can take the girl out of Italy, but you can't.
I love it. Remind everybody what time can they watch you?
And a couple other nights a week, you can watch reruns of season 1 through 3 here on Rogers TV, and then in 2 weeks. On October 1st, Sunday, October 1st at 8 p.m. Season 4, Episode 1
it's the big
airing.
Kickoff. Wonderful. Always a pleasure having you. And you can find out more at rogerstv.com. We'll be right back after this.
Cheers.
Cheers.